Do we all have a sip of our beer before we start this today?
Well, cheers.
Today's episode is brought to you by...
Between the Flags.
Between the Flags.
About brewery.
So, sisters, today we thought the three of us could come on and share with you some of our tips that have helped us with our surfing over the past year. In 2024, I would say that all three of us really did transition in our surfing, would you say?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So Justy, those who have listened to the podcast before, surfing, learning to surf in your 50s.
Yes.
And Miss Tay, which you all know, also who moved to Bali, and that really helped you with your transition from beginner to intermediate, and then myself with all the travel that I've done this year. So what we're going to talk to you about is things that have helped us progress, and also some of the things that we've discovered along the way, like zincs that we love, products that we love, everything that you might need in your life if you are on this surfing journey. So there's going to be tips.
Come and see my van.
I thought that maybe I could start with some of my tips, and then we just go through that and see what you think, what tips that you have. We wrote down tips that have been like best for us individually, I would say, and then we're just going to see if we have the same.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'll start. So I would say number one would be swimwear. So having the right surfwear in the surf. There is absolutely nothing worse if you are surfing, and especially when you're learning and your pants are falling down, your pants are going up your ass, your boobies are coming out, your straps are falling down, you're not comfortable. I say it's like when you're running, learning to run. If you're constantly pulling something up, you can't focus on like the wave.
It would have to probably be my biggest lesson, is getting what my body feels comfortable with.
Yeah. And we're all so different in our shapes and our sizes, so it's really important to find the right swimwear that's suited for you. For example, for me, like I say, I have a bit of a weird bum, round bum, so togs were constantly going up my bum, and I felt like I always was pulling them out, having this wedgie. So now I wear swimwear that are either like the short cut, like the little shorts,
or already up there.
or already up my bum, because I'm like, they already embrace the wedgie because they're just going to go up there anyway. So I fully embrace that, and I love my one pieces. What about you, Justy?
Well, like when I started off, I just wanted to cover everything, so I'd have 3 or 4 outfits on: swimmers, rashy over the top, long pants, just to think, and now I am just a one-piece girl. I have tried a bikini now and then because I thought I could rock it like Tay. It doesn't work for me. I feel self-conscious in there, so all I am is sitting in the surf thinking, my muffin top is like right out there. So I love my one pieces, and that's what I do.
Yeah.
Tall Poppy, for me, probably does some of the best swimmers for my body.
Is that a brand, is it? Okay.
She is amazing. It's all in one because now I have to be a little bit sun safe because I have had a few little nicks taken off here and there, so that's very important to me now, is not to be out there sunbaking. I'm not there to sunbake. I'm out there to surf. So covering up a bit.
I have a few. I would say that I love, like swimmers. Salted, they've been really good. I love my Kalani one pieces. We've got Sunchaser, CeaCea, Kavalas. My Kavala, like 2 pieces, are my absolute favourite.
The fabric is so soft.
Oh, so soft. And
you bond with people in the water because you're like, oh my gosh, and you just pick them out because they're wearing it, and you just start to chat. Oh, I've got those.
Yeah. I'd say salted would have been my biggest one when I was learning, the short romper set, because I'd never have to worry about absolutely anything. Tan lines, but at least everything was in, because there was a video of me when we first went to
I remember
on our first retreat, and it's like a really cool video of me surfing, and then at the end I just pull out this massive wedgie, and I was like, okay, focus on the surfing.
And also, like, what you wear depends on like the day too, right?
And how big the waves are too. I actually am loving, because I was in Indo for so long, I had to start being a bit sun smart, but I hate rashies. I hate the feel of them. So I started buying crop t-shirts and wearing them with surf shorts.
Did say how good they looked on you, and
so now I always wear a crop t-shirt with my bikini underneath and some surf shorts or just bikini bottoms, but Yeah, I think that's super comfy, especially like duck diving and stuff like that. You're not worried about anything. If it's smaller, I could go without it, but yeah, I guess it's more for the sun safety.
Yeah.
But yeah, just a little crop one, so it's not.
I reckon it's mellow days. Like I will wear something that's probably like a bit more bikini or something like that. But when I've worn that, when it's been big days, like I've been in the surf and literally like I'm trying to do my top up, like it's the worst. There is nothing worse. So I'd say 100% find swimwear that suits your body. Like trial and error, go into shops, play around, feel it.
Yeah.
As much as you can, and check out some of the amazing like Australian brands that are bringing out some really cool like the small brands, you know, not like your Roxy's or your Billabongs. Like there's some really cool.
It's like Tall Poppy, she's a local.
Yeah. I have a package waiting for Love from Janet, and they have these cute little surf shorts. I saw a girl wearing them in the surf, and I finally ordered some on Boxing Day.
What is it called?
Love from Janet.
Okay.
Yeah, Sunshine Coast Girls actually.
Yeah,
so I'm excited to try those.
We'll put I reckon we put in our description of ones that we all love. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so number 2, my next one would be surfboards. Like going from being a beginner to intermediate, like I've had to really learn on like a bigger board. So your foamy, I had a 8-foot foam. I then transitioned to a 6'6", and now I ride a 5'6". So that's been a bit of a process to me. But it's really important to have the right surfboard.
Too many people actually think they need to start straight on a shortboard.
Yeah.
Because I think that's just how it has to be, because it's cool. But
or a fiberglass, start on a fiberglass, and
My best board is my foamy, and it is mounted in my bedroom. It like, you know, I hail to that thing. It was the best thing. I could never sell it because there's so many memories with it. And as I get older, I'll be reverting back to that one. So.
Yeah, I loved my epoxy Salt Gypsy. So it was like light enough that it wasn't one of those big, heavy, like 80-litre foam boards, but it was soft. And for safety, like if you hit somebody, it's okay, you know. Whereas, if you're on a fiberglass board, it's dangerous.
You'll actually
for you,
notice a lot of the big guns now are actually surfing foamies because they're fun. Like people think, I want to get off my foamy, like, you know, I need to get onto a hard board.
Yeah.
But safety, especially if you go out at Moths on a weekend.
And especially when you're an intermediate, having the right board too, because I hired a board from a surf shop when mine was getting repaired, and I didn't get help. I just got a 6 and it looked like the same as mine. Took it out, couldn't stand up, had the wobbles. It was too thin, and then one of the boys was like, "That's a high performance board," and I'm like, "Well, I'm not a high performance surfer." So, definitely, even when you're intermediate, having the right board is very important.
Yeah, and so many people ask me what board should I buy and things like that, and I say just try, like hire as many boards as possible, like where you learn. And while you're a beginner, I don't think you should spend a lot of money on a board.
No.
I think that you should maybe go get help or suggestion from either a coach or a really good like surf shop on what boards. Jump on Marketplace and then go, okay, I seen that one in the surf shop, guaranteed someone is selling that on Marketplace, and you're going to get it for like so much cheaper. You know, really learn on that, and then go, what's your style? Because you might even not know what your style is.
Right.
Like you might want to be like Justy, you're a longboarder. You know, Tay, you've done longboarding and shortboarding. I only know shortboards.
You'll
or
see
a mini
the light
boat.
soon, though.
I will see the light. I really want to learn.
We'll put you out on a shorty.
Companies like Beach Beat, they have demo days.
Yeah.
Where they want you to try as many boards as you can, and they'll take, 50, 60 boards to certain beaches, and they want you to come and they want you to try it. Because they want you to be happy with the board.
Yeah.
So they're more than happy to say, trial it.
The best thing I did was when I was doing my lessons, the boys were dropping me from like a 7.6 to a 7.4 all the way down, and then when I had been riding, I think it was like a 6.4 or something for a few like sessions, that's when I got my custom one made, and I got it made a bit smaller. The boys knew what literage it should be from my weight, from my paddling, and that was the best thing I did, because then when I was at that stage, I needed to be on the same board to progress, because and even when I first got my new board, I couldn't pop up on it for like 2 weeks. And it was just humbling, but eventually I got there.
Never be disillusioned. You just have to, like, every day is different.
But again,
one day you're going to go, I love this board. The next day you're going to go, oh my God, this board's awful.
Yeah, especially for the way.
Just
keep practicing.
Yeah, for sure.
I would say custom board definitely too, because I did that in 2024, and Rob, who shaped it, he's not here anymore at Sunshine Coast, Rob Custom Boards, he did it because I said, look, my weakness is paddling, but I want to start being able to turn on a board. So he really created me this board that was perfect for that transition. And it was the same price, and I got the colour that I wanted, even though I faded, but like I got, you know, that. So
and there's something so nice about creating the colour of your board.
I'm a colourful board girl.
Yeah.
Okay, so my third tip was surf lessons. So
A must.
yeah, I think group environment is always fun. It's a great way to start, but I would say then going to more of a one-on-one. For me personally, I think that helped me so much more than in a group environment because they could really work with me personally, what I was struggling with, and just give me those tips and stuff where they're not focusing on the whole group.
Right. Yeah.
What would you say?
Yeah, I was a huge believer of the group to start with because being older, I don't know if I even wanted to actually surf, but the kids left home and I'm thinking I want something for me. I want some mates. So for me it was mateship to start off with, and surfing became a secondary thing that came out of it. And we had a core group of 6 of us that turned up every Sunday, and now we're still besties. We go off, we bought vans and we go off, hi Deb, we go off and we travel around. And yeah, for me it was that core bit of friendship. And then I started branching out, and I will go to any surf coach, like, you know, I won't just stick with one because each person has something different.
I 100% agree with
Sorry
that.
everyone, but I do slut myself around. Whatever surf coach wants to take me. So everyone's got a certain tip. So,
I agree. Yeah. I've loved all the different coaches. They all see something different in
That's
you.
right.
And they all have their own style of surfing. Like, so I definitely think one-on-one with coaches is such a good investment if you want to progress with your surfing. My fourth tip would be YouTube channels. I would say in 2024, like I really changed watching my Netflix to watching YouTube channels, watching other people surf, watching surf documentaries, and just kind of just watching it because it's a visual thing as well, and just seeing what they're doing. Some of the channels that I love would be Kale Brock. I think he helped me so much with he's got great tips, and
he's very good.
He's so good, you know. And Barefoot Blonde, I reckon they're great as well.
Very good. Like a lot of the tips they give are brilliant.
Yeah, I would say they're probably 2 that I absolutely loved this year. Do either of you have any other YouTube channels, or do you do that?
Yeah, I do. A lot of the longboarders.
Yeah.
Because you just have to watch those tips over and over. Yeah. There's quite a few guys out there that I'll watch. I'll even embrace my son sometimes and say, come and show me what to do.
Yeah.
Because it's literally practice.
Yeah, I agree.
So
I need to do more. I need to watch more, to be honest. I don't watch enough.
I
do
love it.
watch like the reels and stuff on Instagram where it'll be like how to fix your pop-up and things like that. Like I have a few of those videos saved, but I do need to watch more on YouTube.
Leo Knows Rider was good. I always watch him.
Yeah.
So watch what he does, the way he explains
So that's a good
stuff.
channel, Leo Knows Rider. Okay.
Got me to Canggu. Went over there. So yeah, it was good.
I don't know, something about just even watching the videos, even if it's not tips. Like even on Saturday, watching some of the cool documentaries that people have put together of surf spots overseas and stuff. Like
The Road to Patagonia.
Yes, they're great. I've seen that one too.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a really good recommendation. Number 5 for me was starting my surf skate journey.
Oh, yeah.
I absolutely recommend surf skating, you know, for shortboarding. It's been such a game changer with like your knee transitioning, your turns, going up a bowl, having a bit more confidence as well. And not to give Kale Brock another thing, but his program was so good. I loved his like online program, and also because he had some great tips about like the cones and stuff, like picking up a ball from the cone. And Says from Surf Proud, she did some one-on-one sessions and some group sessions.
Yes, I did one lesson and raced out and bought the surf skate.
Same
Yeah. I walked around with it, was like very cool. I mean, I loved it, but for me it was very weird because I surf natural but skate goofy.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I can't. It's just me.
Well,
So
I was doing left-handers this year, and I reckon it's honestly from surf skating. Like Rick said to me, you're so much better at backhand. And I was like, maybe it's a surf skate.
yeah, it
because-
definitely helps.
Yeah.
Definitely helps.
So surf skate was on my list.
Yeah.
Number 6 for me is surf friends. So having people in the water to encourage you, to cheer you on. I just think that it really helps to build your confidence and to go for waves and just having fun, because that's what the ocean, that's what surfing.
Yeah.
I love that environment. There is nothing worse when you're out and like you've got bad attitudes in the surf, or you feel like you're not supposed to be there. No one says hello, like it's all.
That was my first one.
Was it?
Surf with no ego.
Yeah.
Same. Leaving ego on the beach.
Yeah, because you know what? Even when you start to progress a little bit better, you get out there and you get a bit ahead of yourself. Your nose dive and you just come, so easy.
Yeah.
But yeah, meeting people that are just like, it's an awful feeling.
Yeah, it is horrible.
Yeah.
And just remembering that everybody makes mistakes.
Yeah.
Like even you make mistakes. Like as a beginner, there were so many times where I thought, oh my God, that person's just dropped in on me, and you get a bit grumpy or things like that. Like, don't they know why I'm learning?
Yeah.
No, they don't. You know, like we all got to remember, like it's just so easy to say sorry.
Yeah.
Didn't see you there. Or if you're not sure, ask for tips too, or tell people, hey, I'm just learning.
Yeah, because most people love to go, oh, well.
Yeah, they
especially
want to
the
give
guys
you
love to help you out and tell you, all right, come on, this is where you go, or sit here. And I've gone to breaks where, like, Arawara and places I'd never surfed, and the old guys, sea dogs out there go, come on, love, look, come in here, and they'll put you in the right spot. They're happy to share their information. As long as you're not out there dropping in and taking waves off them.
Yeah.
If you're, you know, trying to do the right thing, they're all pretty good about it. But
I had that at Alex the other day. My friend's boyfriend was out there, and I was like, wait for me to paddle out, because it was pretty big and the waves were like 6 seconds, so there was no stopping. And I'm standing there looking on the rocks, and I could see him out there, and these locals like yelled out to me from the like Alex wall, and they're like, nah, don't paddle out there, like don't paddle out there, and they're like, you gotta go around this way. And I was a little bit embarrassed, but I was like, good on them at the same time for being like, nah, we'll show you where to go and what to do, kind of thing. So
and I love
it is
up leveling, like a friend like you girls, better surfers, going out with them, because then you take the wave a little bit more than being with girls that aren't as game, because then you sit. So sometimes I'll go out of my comfort zone.
I think it's important to have to have people
that
that
great.
Can challenge you, or you can be like, okay, this, you know, they're going for it, I can go for it, and that energy is like shared amongst the
I've
group.
got that one girlfriend that's forever saying, Justy, get out of kitty corner, come on, we're going. And I mean, I love the baby wave, like, don't get me wrong, I love it. But, it does push you. And you go, okay, when you do take that drop and you go, oh, I've made it, I'm alive. Yeah. This is great. It is a rush.
That's what I was saying about you being my, like, surf safety blanket, because I'm like, okay, if Angie's here giving it a go, then I can give it a go, you know? Like, we're on that same level where it's like, if you can do that, then okay, I have to give it a go.
I was a raw beginner when I went out with you at Ann Street, and I'm like just pretending to be cool, and you're like, yeah, come on, let's take it. And it's still to date the biggest wave I've ever had. And I think I'd had 2 lessons, and you're like, yeah, come on, you can do it. And I was like, she thinks I can? And I was like, yeah. And I was like, oh,
yeah. And then you get that blue thing, you're like, okay.
And Ryle's got the video, and I was all over Facebook in the first week of learning.
I love that.
Rip Curl sponsor me.
Yeah.
I had I had similar. I had smile and laugh, because the energy is contagious, and good vibes equals a good surf.
Yeah.
And I found that heaps in Indo. Like, I actually did have so many friends that were just surf friends. Like, we didn't do anything outside of the surf, but I paddled out and I knew someone there, and it was, oh, like, how's your day going? And have you had any good waves? And they were just, it was just surf chat friends, kind of. Yeah. And it was really nice. It made paddling out into a lineup for the people on your own so much better.
Yeah.
And one person's energy can change the entire lineup. I think it's really important.
It's like overpowering. If you're all out there being positive as and, you know, happy and cheering each other on, and there is a negative person out there, well, all that positivity outweighs it, you know? Like, it's like,
I agree.
We all don't care that this person's, you know, not catching waves and fumbling and whatever. Yeah, I had leaving ego on the beach. Yeah. Don't be afraid to fuck up. Go for every wave and not to worry about looking silly, because that's something that I used to think about heaps, because I was so worried about being perfect and, like, falling off a wave, and that, like, 9 times out of 10, that's what people are doing. Like, you know, people post videos of the good waves, but the 10 waves before that. So just not caring. And
exactly. Because I used to go out Moss or Neil Street, and there'd just be people just sitting there watching. And I mean, I used to think, oh my God, they're just watching me. They're watching me. They're just,
it's the me show.
And I used to be like, oh my God, they're going to critique think how I'm surfing. Oh my gosh! And you know, you'd come in and a lot of people go, oh wow, how was it? And you know, they're not there to look at your surfing.
No,
they're just there.
And I think the harder you are on yourself and the more serious you take yourself, the worse your surfing is.
I agree.
And that day I went out with you and Bruce, I was so hard on myself, I was so in my
Yes.
head, and I freaking couldn't catch a wave.
Yeah.
But if you're out there and you're just like, oh, you're almost
I'm like,
more
Tay,
relaxed
look at me.
and
Tay, where are you?
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
getting smashed by that big ass wave.
Yeah,
Paddling
definitely.
in.
You just got to be relaxed.
Yeah.
I think surfing, if
You
you're
just have fun.
tense, you know, it comes through on you, on your
Yeah.
surfing. So I think that's why longboarding is quite, because I've always just tried to be relaxed anyway. So
Yeah, I went out this morning to Anne straight away and I paddled out and no one's talking, like it's quiet and you kind of come out into the thing and there's probably about 8 of us. And then like I started like going, I'm like, yeah, go for it, you know, like ooh, like started cheering just randoms on that I haven't even said hello to. And then you found like by the end of it, like they're telling you to go as well, you know. Like it's like sometimes people just want that. Like as well.
They don't want to make
like,
the first move. Yeah, that's true. Like people are just a little bit shy, and then once
That's
you actually
exactly
start
it.
interacting and talking, and
be like, hey, nice swimmers or nice boys.
I used to be like that. I remember
Yeah.
before this one day surf event that I worked, and it was Happy's, and it was all full of men, and I like paddled out, and I should have just said hello to someone, but I didn't. I caught a wave back, and I was like, I'm out, see ya. But now I'll just paddle out there, and
I think one of the best tips, I think, for me, is paddle at sunrise. There is no, even if it is flat,
Yeah, sunrise is beautiful.
you've got a board, just paddle out. The first time I did it, it was just like,
It's
oh
like
my
an
God.
emotional thing.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
I'd paddle out just to watch the sunrise out there.
Yeah.
Maybe not if you live in Western Australia, or, down south. Up here, paddle out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I like sunsets too. Actually.
Yeah.
Sunsets and Indo
And
are the
sunset
best.
window. Oh my
They're
god,
the best because
yes.
the sun is just so big.
Yeah.
Hey, it's just so orange sky. It's beautiful.
Countdown's on.
3 months, Taylor. 3 months.
3 months.
Okay, so that leads me to, I would say, surf trips. So surf trips and retreats, because you can watch yourself progress every day, and you are going out, you're learning from the coaches of what you're doing wrong, and then the next day you're putting that to practice. Video analysis, all those things that really help you on a surf trip, I think can really help you progress.
Yeah, definitely.
So you have the whole week to really put everything together.
I think that's when it all came together for me, because I'm here, and over here you fight the white water.
Yeah.
Like when you're learning, it's exhausting.
Yeah.
Over there, you're on a wave and you're surfing. Like the person that's never touched a board can surf as well as someone that's had a good 10 lessons here.
Yeah.
Because it's just different. So a surf trip for me just cemented my surfing career.
Yeah. And we were talking about this the other day too, hey Taylor, where we were saying like so many people are scared of the word reef break or like they just, you know, like, oh.
Yeah, we all went and bought the booties.
No, reef breaks are the best.
Give me a reef break every day.
Same.
Yeah, me
So
too.
good. You've got a channel to paddle out.
You have the chance
Yes.
to like, you know, when it's nice and mellow and fat, you can put all the things that you've learnt to practice.
You've got room
Like you're
to
not
play.
rushed, you know.
Yeah. And it's nice to be able to paddle out after the wave, have a breather, or, you know.
It's a boat trip out for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the boat,
Such
jumping
fun.
off the boat into the
Yeah.
water. Yeah.
It's just, you don't get to do that here.
Oh.
You just don't get to do it here.
Yeah, I almost
So-
didn't get out of Alex.
Yeah. Mate, paddling out at Moss, I'm like, where's my boat?
Oh my god.
Having
Yeah,
that
definitely.
luxury surf trip.
Surfing every day.
Surfway.
I just think that's huge. And often you don't get that here. It's a retreat where you'll be able to do that every day and go, okay, I'm working on that. So yeah, it's a huge thing.
So I would say, like, for someone like me, so I live an hour away from the surf, like, whereas you girls live up the coast, so you can get out in all conditions. And, like, you're really big on that, Justy.
Yeah.
Hey, you're like, don't be a brown nose and turn your nose up. Like, there is nothing that can be wasted by a surf, whether you're
no
learning
wave
turret
is
rolls,
wasted.
you're practicing your paddle, just get out.
Yeah.
Like, get in the water, be in the water. Whereas someone like me, because I do live an hour away, like, I don't have that chance. That's when the surf skate has been so good, because I feel like I can put something that I can do literally anywhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere, at any time.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I actually had written down since coming back to Australia not to be fussy, because I feel like for 8 months I've been blessed with beautiful waves. So when I come back, I was kind of like, oh, it's not worth it.
Plus, too, on a shortboard, you kind of have to be a bit fussy otherwise. I mean, I've paddled out in flat water on a longboard just to see a turtle or just go, wow, I'm sitting out here.
I went out on my shorty the other day and I didn't catch any waves, but I paddled and I felt good afterwards, because I was, you know, beating myself up that I've gone from surfing twice a day, which is my only form of fitness, I don't gym or anything, to then not. So I just paddled out and I didn't even catch a wave, but I duck dove and I paddled and I tried and I felt good because I felt exhausted afterwards. So, you know, it was even just exercise.
Looking at it as like a, there's always something that you can take away from it.
Like that's my release. I don't, that's the thing that I do to make me feel good. So, I just paddled out and I still felt good. Duck dove and got smashed around like a little washing machine.
Yeah. So I guess that would lead me to my 8th tip, which is similar to what we're talking about, is like surf fitness and online training. I think that's been like really good for me, like with my hip mobility, with my flexibility, my balance, my pop-ups. Like I really have found like certain exercises. So the last like year I've created exercises that are tailored to surf specific, you know. So there's so many that you can do that just really help you, and it's going on what your weakness is. So mine was my paddle strength, you know, and I was getting so tired and so sore, so I, you know, had to really work on my back muscles, because that's where your paddle strength comes from. So like I think that's important too. Or if you're struggling to pop up because of speed,
muscle memory,
hip mobility,
that's all I did for the first month, just every day 20 bang bang bang. Constantly, I bought a little mat, yoga mat.
Jesus, you're good.
Yep. You should see my pop-up. Shit hot.
You should see mine. Shit.
Yeah,
you need to start doing your 20 pop-ups
I just did it every day.
Accountable.
Bang, bang. So,
that's I like that.
I do like the surf workouts too, actually, because I'm like I do not like going to the gym, but with the surf workouts, because it's for something that I enjoy, I find it's easier to do.
Yeah.
And you watch yourself progress. So when you start progressing, I find that's very addictive with your online training for me. Like, well, it has been. And I get like, oh, what can I do? I want to work on this, you know.
Especially like the ankle and the balance and stuff. Like, it's getting worse as I get older in my age. But it is. I'm like, damn. Like,
give you some really good exercises that I've been doing lately, actually.
Yeah. I know where we were.
Number nine. So I something that's helped me with my confidence and getting out of my head, because I really found that surfing has been such a mindset thing for me. And like you said before, Taylor, like being really hard on myself, or not having confidence, or even a bit of like I don't belong here, or just like trying to be perfect, all those little things that come into your mind, you know. I would say having notes on my board. So when I got my custom board made, I got stickers with like certain wording.
That's right,
and it was like, relax, sister, take a look around. My dad passed away, and something he would always say to me was Yakahashim, which was like, I love you. So just like little things like that just helped to ground me, and just to be in that moment, I think was a really big thing for me when I was just learning and trying to get better as well, and just not taking it so seriously.
That's it. I take out Riley's longboard. I've only just gone onto one of his, and there's a hand impression on one side, and when I'm paddling, I put my hand there, and I just felt
that makes me want to cry.
I rang him and I said, I just felt like I was holding your hand in the surf. And every time I'm out there, I put my hand there, and it's just a dint in a surfboard.
Yeah.
But for me, it's amazing.
Just things that ground you, just to like, what is surfing about, you know, and So that was number 9, and I've had friends that have also even just got Nico and wrote like a certain word or something that they just
look up.
Look up.
Literally.
Like absolutely. Number 10 for me was the surf apnea, like really having the confidence with being wiped out and hold downs and staying calm through that, because it probably should be number 1. That's probably the most important. Before you even take a surf lesson, I think you should do that. Because then you go into surfing with a bit more confidence. Instead of learning it at the end when you go, oh It's really heavily promoted for like big wave surfing and advanced surfers, and I think that's why I did it.
I needed that in the whitewash.
Yeah, I think everyone should know this from the beginning, you know, because again, it's such a psychological thing. So if you're like, okay, I can hold my breath for, you know, 2 minutes and you're held down for like 10 seconds, like max, like in some of the waves, especially when you're learning, you can actually stay calm. But also the great thing about surf apnea training is like those tumbles, those pulls, like all those little drills that it's like when it happens to you, you're not just panicking because you're like, okay, I've been here before. Your brain will go there. Yes. I've been here before. I know what to do. Stay calm. So I think for me that was something that really helped me in 2024 was my surf apnea and breath hold training. So they're all my tips. Have I missed any tips from you that weren't, because we went over this before and we had a lot of similar tips.
Your surf apnea one leads into my wipeout one. I feel like just getting wiped out and understanding that it's a part of it and not being scared to get wiped out, because the more you get wiped out, the more confident you are, and then the more confident you are to go on bigger waves, and like you just know that you can handle it. Because I've had a couple of bad wipeouts, like one in Australia, and I was so scared to surf, and now I would be fine to handle that because I'm like, well, I've had my fair few. Not being afraid to get wiped out, because you get used to it, it gets easier, and you learn to relax, and when
especially
you get the tools and techniques and pulling on your leg rope is like one of my big things too, like
climbing the ladder up. That's actually really cool
and
too.
relaxing, because when I had my wipeout in Australia, I hadn't learned any of and I'm a pretty non-relaxed person, so I was like full panicking, and I came out of the water in shock, like I was hyperventilating, like, you know, I was full just panicking. Not being afraid to get wiped out would be my biggest thing, and I used to be, and now I'm not. Now I'm like, it is. And
I think that comes from embracing the wipeouts, but also having tools and learning the confidence and going, okay, I cannot handle my nervous system being under this much stress when I was surfing. So that was for me like, you've got to do something about this. So one, it's learning like where I should be taking off on a wave, you know, or even going a step back and like smaller wipeouts. The surf apnea, surf etiquette, you know, because like even learning those things I think is really important too, because they can create wipeouts, because if you're catching a wave and you've dropped in on someone because you didn't see it and you're like, oh my God, like, and then you get wiped out and you're in the worst part of the wave.
When someone's on a wave coming towards you and you have to ditch your board and you need to know the right way to do it, or, you know, all of that stuff. But I also had that, nothing is easy and there's always challenges to overcome. So, like anything, like it's a challenge in surfing that you are going to face, like one day or another. So, you know, just facing it and you'll get better and more confident.
Yeah, I love that.
Consistency, going out as often as you can. Like in Indo, that's where my progression really happened, was paddling past exhaustion. Like even if I've been surfing for like 2 hours, keep going for another hour, because I had the time. I had nothing to do, and that's what I was there to do. And I literally had the best paddle strength ever, just from pushing myself. It was unbelievable. And now I'm like, okay, that's gone. So
it does build up.
So I should be surfing out here when there's no waves, because at least I'm keeping that paddling.
I will surf every day. Every morning I go out regardless. Doesn't matter where it is. And the best thing that I've loved is surfing against my husband. I just love how, because at the beginning I couldn't keep up with him and he'd be taking me out, and now, well, actually don't paddle past him yet. But I love being out there with him. It's just such a thrill. My husband's already said, you're better than me when you're on the board, because just a style. He doesn't have a style. But my God, he can catch every wave.
Yeah, he's such a great surfer.
He catches every wave.
But
he just doesn't have that style.
So now I guess we should probably talk about some of the things that we have discovered. Things that are just amazing for like surfing, surf trips, surf hats.
Now this is gold, girl.
So Justy is currently, if you're listening, wearing a hat right now. So one of our...
I have had sun cancer, so I've had a little nick taken off my nose and bits and pieces cut, so I do need, probably 20 years too late, but also glare, especially because I love the sunrise. It just takes that glare off. Yesterday, if you had been out at Moss, I had sunglasses on, so I am trialling that. I need these girls to wear it so it comes cool. But yeah, I love my hats.
And
And then this little baby. Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Talk to us about this. What are you wearing for anyone who
Model.
can't see you right now?
What way does it go? This way.
So it's like a little helmet inside of Justy's hat.
And it's just,
Oh
look,
my God.
it's not going to protect much, but it just gives me that confidence, especially if I think there's a loose board coming flying through, because there's a few hipsters out there that don't wear leggies.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you come down and a board comes one way on your head, it's just that little protection. You go off over the falls and donk. Plus, I kind of think it helps me float to the surface.
I love that.
But yeah,
Oh my
it's
God.
Amazon. It's been great.
Oh, the helmet.
Yeah, and it fits inside any little trucker cap. Goes inside my other hats, but yeah, I travel with that because it folds up in my bag. And
And did you sew these on?
No,
they come with
I
it.
bought that hat like
Okay.
that, so I have several hats that I'll wear out.
Yeah.
But,
So with the clips.
Yeah.
So Sunward bound are quite a popular hat.
Yeah.
I've seen like even
they're my
like,
go-to because you can put your money in them and everything. And
Yeah.
store a bit of zinc up the top and a bit of wax.
yeah,
Gives
so
it a
they're the
little pouch.
rounder hats.
Yeah.
So the rounder hats.
Good if you're not going to get white. Good for long box.
So I was going to say, like, the pros and cons of wearing them.
Yeah.
I love them too when you're out, like, that
Yeah.
sun
Mellow
is
wave.
so hot.
Yeah.
And, like you said, it just ends up, like, really smashing you. So I think on a nice day, they're the best. But when they are big, like, we've been, like, you and I, when we've been at airports, and I have been wearing my hat, and, you know, you have these big waves coming for you that you have to duck dive, or you have wipeouts, I find the clips be very restrictive on me, and I almost panic. So I've actually given my hat to the Indo surf coaches so many times when it's too big. So I'd say yes for those really awesome mellow days, but for me, no for a big day.
I feel like I never wear one because I'm always usually... If I was longboarding, I think I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
That's
no,
why
I
one
don't think
pieces
I
are
ever
good
wear
because
one now.
whatever, straight down to one piece. Not many
There's-
places you can hide a hat with a
And
bikini.
I have tried them a few times. I find I can't see too. But
Yeah.
I would love to
It
have
takes
one
a
on
long
'cause
time
I
to get
use
used to
so
it.
much.
The bucket hats, so
Yeah.
I'd say the smaller hats are a bit like Sunny Co, they do them.
Plus,
do
you can
them.
duck dive these and stuff too a lot better than
Yeah, because
you
it's
can't
firm,
do with the
whereas
other
the
ones.
freaking flaps
Yeah.
going down.
If anyone has a really good surf hat recommendation, make sure you let us know because
Sunward bound, I just think they're brilliant.
Yeah, I agree.
And they're so cute too.
Yeah.
And they've got cute prints.
So I get the worst burnt lips, like to the point where I've actually got my lip missing because as a child I suffered from such bad sunburn and blisters that it's actually left scarring and taken away my lip. So for me, finding something that works, I came across avocado zinc when I was in New Zealand Longboarding with you guys, and it's lip zinc, but it's also cute as because so it's
Very
colourful. You know, I have very small lips, so adding a bit of colour to my lips also makes me feel like just pretty. But this is the bee's knees. Avocado zinc. They've got all different colours.
Yeah.
It stays on the whole time. I did not get burnt lips when we were over on our trip, that last Indo trip.
Yeah.
So I've got all my Surf Sisters onto this stuff, and we're not affiliate. I've actually just put in a wholesale order because I was like, girls, you need this.
Yeah.
I
Like,
just carry one in my handbag just as an actual lipstick.
I wear it out too.
Yeah.
I wear it
Because
out.
it's lovely, but yeah, that's my handbag, and this is just surfing. So.
I need to get some because there's nothing worse
Yeah.
than having when you're in the sun every day.
Yeah.
I couldn't drink spicy margaritas like the entire time I was in Indo because I just had
Because you didn't have your avocado.
Yeah, I
zinc.
didn't, and I don't have any, so I'm gonna have to buy some.
It's very good.
And they do
Yeah.
use the cute colours
Yeah.
as
So
well.
I'm putting that thick ass zinc on my lips.
Yeah,
and I
this-
look like my whole face.
It just doesn't come on. It's
together.
really good. Like I was in the surf. Sometimes we're in the surf for 2 hours, 3 hours. Hey, So hands down, one of the best inventions I found in 2024 for me. Talking about zincs and stuff, we all have a few that we absolutely love. I've just come across this, which is SolSista Butter Block. It's a face zinc.
The name just rings, rolls off your
and
tongue,
it's
doesn't
cute
it?
and it's
It is-
nice colour.
It is very cute, but does it have a mirror?
It doesn't have a mirror. So what are you showing me?
Yeah,
right
so
now,
this
Justin?
one's Natural Glamour. You can get it in Priceline.
Yeah.
It has a mirror. It's actually a foundation, but it's a zinc.
Okay,
When the
yeah.
kids did nippers, At Nippers, they just said, everyone buy this and put it on your kids. It does not come off and they don't burn.
Okay.
And it doesn't, like some of the like surf muds and stuff, they're sticky and icky.
Yeah.
This stuff doesn't come off on all your gear. It's beautiful.
Well, this is a butter block.
I did love that. I just tried that.
And I have been wearing
shimmery.
it even when I'm not surfing because I just love it, the light coverage it gives me. But feel it on your...
look.
Yeah, feel that butter. You're not allowed any,
I've
Tayla.
already had too much.
So, SolSista, that's a great one.
The colouring.
I'm going to get that one,
container.
actually. I'm going to try that.
Yeah. Sunscreen. What is some of your sunscreen? Because I get the worst burnt bum because obviously, like talking about before, I wear cheeky bottoms. So what's some good sunscreen that you have found that stays on?
Bum Bum.
Bum
the yellow
Bum.
one. Yeah, I reckon that's the best. No greasy. You don't. I even wear it before I go for my walks in the morning because you don't sweat it off. And then they actually have a zinc as well, and it comes in like this little black squishy thing. And I've been using that as my zinc lately, and I love it. It goes on clear. Yeah, it's really good. I love Bum Bum. I think it's probably my go-to. Yeah, because when I was in Indo, I got some sent over, some sunscreens that you brought over, Justy, and it just doesn't do it.
Is it Bum Bum or Sun Bum?
Sun Bum.
Yeah, I was like, it's
Sun
not
Bum.
Bum. Yeah, because I'm like, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, I'm thinking of Brazilian Bum Bum cream. That's what we call it.
What I'm buying.
Wait, what podcast are we doing? No, Sun Bum.
Yeah, Sun Bum. It's the one with the gorilla,
Yes,
right?
yeah. Yellow. Yeah.
I actually love that one too. That
smells like
my fave.
bananas.
Yeah, it's the best.
Yeah, no, I think that's the best sunscreen.
Yeah.
And it does, I feel like it is water resistant. I have other ones that say that they're water resistant, and the minute I get in there, I'm like, I'm burning.
Yeah. So, and We Are Feel Good. I find that one to be pretty good too.
Oh, yes, that one's just too pricey for me.
Yeah. What are some of the inventions you found? Like,
my handle to carry my longboard, Classic Mal at Noosa. They're the only place that you can buy those.
Classic Mel, is that the
Classic
place?
Mel, yeah.
So what is it?
It's a little plastic handle and it just clips onto your board and it just, because my arm does not fit around my longboard. Shortboards are fine, but a longboard, if you're walking out to a, say tea trees or a longer walk, you just can't carry. These boards are like 10 kilos, some of them.
Yeah.
So they're so heavy.
Yeah.
So this little handle is gold. Most people's arms go around, but even then, it's just that extension. So definitely you can't be without it.
What about, I can see on your list that you've got sunnies.
Yes.
Talk to me about wearing sunnies in the surf.
I know. I just tried it yesterday. I thought, why not? Because my eyes just sting and the glare out there sometimes is just like, I actually really struggle with it. So I tried sunnies. I thought I had a photo there somewhere of it. I put some on. I had a waterproof band.
Yeah.
It wasn't quite a chilled day, as Tilda said earlier. It was quite little. And it was gold. I was out there. I did some jump offs. I did some rollovers. They stayed on. I did only take $2 sunnies out, but it was heaven. I had a girlfriend that paddled out to me and she went, wow. So she tried them and put them on. She went, this is great. And I said, honestly, our eyes burn.
Yeah. So I have trigiums in both my eyes, and one that's actually pretty bad, but I haven't had it removed yet. And that's sun damage from the, obviously from the sun.
Yeah. That's sun damage.
But, so...
I believe I look hot.
Oh, you look cool. Yeah.
So Justy's showing us a photo right now.
We're here for the sunnies.
We're here for the sunnies.
I was also not meant to be at work this week, so I was kind of disguising myself.
That's so good.
But I love them. So I'll be actually investing in a better pair.
Yeah.
They've been good. My other thing that I love is my hoodie towel.
So I seen that on your list, and I was going to say that. Guess what? SOS has got hoodie towels coming this year.
Yes, I love my hoodie towel. Tayla used it the other day. She went,
I literally was like, I need one of these because I'm always doing the sarong change and then I'm flashing someone on the side of the road. And
it's just my comfort blanket when I come out because I'm an older lady too, and I don't want to just be standing there rocking around. I know I've got my security blanket as my hoodie towel.
Yeah.
And I just pick it up. And
it's good, like you said, to get change underneath.
Yeah.
I definitely recommend that. So we're doing a collaboration with Easy Life.
I put a little zip in it so we can put our keys in.
Oh, I didn't think of that. It's already done, sorry. Right. But they're pink.
Yeah, okay, I like pink.
And
they're cute.
Yeah, you've seen them, hey? I'm very excited.
I'm going to wait. Obviously, I was going to buy one the other day. I was like, God, I need one of these. I'm going to wait.
You're going to wait till you get the SOS.
Yeah. I've also had a girlfriend talking towels. she's made a carry-all for your surfboard, which converts into a towel as well.
Oh,
So it's a long-handled towel that goes around your board and up over your shoulder, sling.
Yeah, okay,
Towel
yeah,
sling.
sling.
Yeah.
And you can change it. It's like a little pinafore you can put over you. It also goes on the back of your car.
Yeah.
Peaky pouches.
Okay.
It's called.
Cool, I love that.
The zip's a good idea though.
Yeah, you got to have a zip because, you know, people are stealing cars. Sometimes if you put your keys on your wheel arch,
so true.
they get knocked off.
Talking about towels, why have we not mentioned the SOS Travel
Oh,
towel?
That is
Yes.
actually, when you were saying about the wax cover, that is my wax bag at the
Yes.
moment.
So the SOS towel comes in a little bag as well, which you can put all
The bag
your
is great because it takes your sunnies and your keys and
Yeah,
everything in the
everything,
bag.
bits and
Wax,
pieces.
sunscreen,
Yeah.
sand free, quick
Yeah.
dry, lightway, travel with
Yeah.
it. SOS towel.
It always lives in my car
Boom.
too. So yeah,
Throw
it's very
in
good.
our promotion there. SOS towel.
Sponsored by SOS.
Yeah.
Also, I was going to talk about like even coming across like the surf forums. I think some surf forums are some really cool. Like just if you want to travel, you can get some great tips and ideas from like women who surf. There's the one that girls can't surf. Yeah, like really great travel
There's some
tips
brilliant
there.
stuff.
Really great surf tips as well. Like you know,
Cheap gear.
I think
they'll
it's
buy
nice having the all women ones as well, because it's generally such a supportive community, whereas there are like, you know, I think the women's ones are good.
I'm going on holidays, I'm going up this way, and they'll go, I'll go here, I'll go there, or
So
and the chicks, they're always keen to give tips on where to go. And
there's a house swap one on there. They'll get on there and go, hey surf girls, like I'm leaving Hawaii. Is there anyone in Noosa that wants to swap houses?
Sorry, I had a house to swap. Do they have homeless swap?
Car swaps?
I look after their house.
Yeah. So there's all that opportunity on there as well.
Yeah, that's
which
so
is brilliant.
good.
Yeah.
So.
Do you have any other little inventions that have just come into your life since surfing?
There is the best smelling wax that I absolutely love. It's
Is that the one
Crescent
that I
Head,
love?
yes.
Oh, yes.
So good.
Yeah, it's called Cream. It is divine. So I think I bought 20 bars when I went down there the other day, because I just went, because you go out and your board smells
What's the
beautiful
brand?
Already. Cream, that's just what it's called.
That's what the brand is, Cream. Okay.
It's really good.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I love
Cream
that.
wax.
So we'll put all of these also in the description as well, so that, you know, some of our tips, our recommendations, and some of the brands that we've just discovered and love. But also, like, if any of you that are listening or watching, if you have also, you know, discovered, or you've got some tips that you wanted to share with our community, please jump on, leave your comments. We'd love to hear from you. But another great year for all of us, hey?
Brilliant.
Yay! 2025, bring on surfing, more wedgies, more
retreats,
more Wipeouts,
more money spent on surfing.
All of
what
it.
an investment, but what a great one.
Yeah,
Bring it on.
It's been the best thing I've ever done.
Yay! See you later, guys.
Thank you.
Cheers. Thank you.
Sponsored by Bit of Beer.